Thank you, Dr. Subbarao, for a very enlightening welcome address and giving us all the important details about yesterday's sessions. So, at the outset, let me thank the organizers, SIA-india Satcom Industry Association, for organizing this two-day very important workshop webinar related to SATCOM emerging trends post-reform era. And it is really a very apt occasion to organize such an event. And also at the outset, let me thank for inviting me to give this opening address on day two. So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and all the participants and stakeholders. So, at the outset, I once again congratulate SATCOM Industry Association for organizing this very important conference. It is aptly timed, as I mentioned, at a juncture where space sector reforms have been laid to provide level playing field for private sector and other startups in India. So, it is pertinent to think that space sector can play a major catalytic role in the technological advancement and expansion of industrial base in the country. Now, coming to ISRO and our space program, all of you are well aware it is based on the vision our father of the Indian space program, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, had, that we must be second to none in the application of advanced technologies to solve the real problems of man and society. And today, some of you may feel that ISRO is doing missions like Chandrayaan, Mars Orbiter Mission, MOM, and Gaganyaan. So whether we have diverted from our original goals, which has been set by Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, but I may reiterate and add here that we are still committed to doing the using space technology for various advanced applications to solve the problem of the man in society. And in that sense, SATCOM industry is going to be very relevant to the activities which we have been doing. And even these missions, which are more approving the technological, because India aspires to be a superpower in near future, and if not a superpower, at least a regional player here. In that sense, having these technologies is also very important, and these are have direct spin-offs in various other industries related to communication, navigation, remote sensing, etc. So I can reassure the private sector community that ISRO and India is well on its path to solve the problem of the common man in the society through advancement of space technologies. So now coming to the private sector participation, traditionally government has been the major user of space technology applications, and anyway they will continue to be there for various governance and development applications. But space technology is now touching our lives in many ways. Enormous business opportunities are emerging, whether it is B2B, B2C, or B2C business models, which are going to flourish in times to come. As far as my center is concerned, Space Application Center, as its name goes, we are into the space technology and its other applications. So, in that sense, we had a unique and multidisciplinary role to play, having been indulging in various technologies also, and how to use this technology for doing the applications on ground. So till mid 60s, till today, our center has done a lot of R&D, and that has led to the foundation of emergence of many cutting-edge space technologies and its associated services in the country. So whether it is expertise in the domains of application in communication, navigation, and remote sensing technologies, as well as its application. And I am happy to inform that Indian industry has been a notable contributor in our upstream activities. Not only they have been fabricating state-of-the-art systems and subsystems, but they are providing solutions to users based on ISRO technologies. Now, the need for industry is to come forward and participate in downstream activities along with upstream activities. It is worth mentioning here that almost 92 to 95% of the global revenues in space industry are from applications and services. So, in that sense, the organization of this event is very apt, and a full gamut of opportunity are really there for us to take advantage of. As per industry estimates, as Dr. Subbarao has also been mentioning, the Indian space economy is right now valued at around $7 billion, out of which is only around 2% of the global economy. And as he mentioned, we are aiming to achieve the 10% role in the global space economy. So out of the 7 billion, around 2.3 billion are upstream activities and $4.7 billion from the downstream activities. So I am really proud to say that in 5 decades, ISRO has created a technological ecosystem in the country. Now for private sector to take off, the launch pad is ready. Many conventional and strategic services are already developed and operational. So it is expected that industry to take these conventional services and take the application to the next level. So today the need of the hours are services which demand integration of communication, navigation, remote sensing and GIS technologies. And with the announcement of new geospatial policy guidelines 2021 and shortly remote sensing and geospatial policy is going to be announced. So this will make the services as an important source of revenue earning for all the, whether it is government or private sector. And these services have to be reliable, high integrity, cost effective and flexible. Now, as far as our communication technologies are concerned, we have done application like real-time train tracking information system for Indian Railways, mobile satellite services network for tracking of sub 20-meter boats for coastal surveillance, real-time aircraft tracking system for our strategic forces, asset tracking system, personal tracker system, digital alert transmitters, as well as automatic identification system, satellite phones, reporting terminals, broadcast receivers. So all these mobile satellite and fixed satellite services are few examples of project of national importance. Similarly, in remote sensing applications for national development, we had been working to satisfy the needs of the country and the government as regards agriculture, forestry, food security, natural resource management, water management, disaster mitigation, and associated earth and climate studies, agri insurance, renewable energy, etc. And one more area of applications and opportunities arising with the launching of our NAVIC constellation, navigation with Indian constellation, which is opening up new frontiers of indigenous and reliable tracking and location-based services. As all of you may be well aware, almost 90% of applications related to navigations are covered under these location-based services as well as transportation tracking. So this will give you a lot of opportunity and marrying these technologies related to communications as well as navigation. So now it is coming under the umbrella of NavCom or ComNav technologies, which is going to be the real torchbearer for future application. LEO-based high-throughput satellites bringing direct-to-home broadband services are going to be another area of niche applications. And aero mobile broadband services, in-flight connectivity. So all these areas ISRO has been working, and NAVIC-based applications like road toll collections are also emerging. So all in all, Government of India has liberalized the geospatial policy, and these reforms will also add into the technologies being developed related to communication and navigation. And some of the other application areas are emerging as regard the secure communication. As all of you may be aware, quantum communication is another frontier on which ISRO and Space Application Center Ahmedabad has been working, and recently we demonstrated for the first time in the country interbuilding free space quantum communication, and this is going to be the technology of the future with secure communication, because we are facing a lot of problems as regard with all transaction going online nowadays. So taking care of cyber security and other related aspects, this quantum communication is going to achieve this in a big way, and that is going to be the frontier technology of the future. And ISRO has been working on this particular technology also, and it is now for the industry to take up the gamut and jump into the particular area of quantum communication. And NAVIC or GNSS based time synchronization mechanism, which will also aid into various commercial transactions, is also going to be the technology of the day. So in the end, I would like to emphasize that Indian sector has immense potential. ISRO is well placed and geared and ready to collaborate with various private sector industries for making India truly Atmanirbhar in a real sense. So I invite all my friends in private sector to work with us and capitalize the available technology base and infrastructure available with ISRO, and government policy is soon going to be coming out in a very mature and a very formal way. So that will give you the new opportunity for building new space applications and participate in this very exciting business of space applications. So once again, I thank the organizer for inviting me and wish you all the best for the today's session related to startup as well as satellite building and other ground infrastructure. Thank you.